But I don't think we're there yet. And the problem with such a way of doing things is you have a process of destabilization, and there's no telling how you get out of it. You can look at Libya, you can look at all these other countries that have had the Arab Spring. That violence becomes even Sudan. Look at Sudan, for example. It's very hard to come out of a bloody revolution because we have an option for a ballot revolution. That is the easiest option as at now. And that's why Kikao exists. That how can we get young leaders into a political platform that truly represents their aspirations and visions? In the event that, because I know government will frustrate, as it is frustrating, people who are trying to register parties, how can we find a solution to get into mainstream politics? Can we change the narrative? Because we hold the power in our hands, Jagero. We live in a generation where we have podcasts. You don't need to go to NTV and pay I don't know how much money to have a conversation about politics. You have your own social media platforms. People like Kasmuel and Shakira. I mean, Morara, 20 years ago, they would be nowhere. But because of social media, we're able to push messages out at scale. So we have the power in our hands, I think, that there's a ballot option that we can work with. But even as we work towards that ballot option, we should be alive because to the things that government is doing. When government kills people like Albert Ojwang, right, for airing their views or sharing information that is true, yeah? When government kills an innocent protester, we can't just sit back and say we are waiting for the election. You know, we have to stand up and say, no, we cannot take this. So that calls for protests. That calls for, and again, so it's a balance, right? That we still have a ballot option, but if push comes to shove, if someone imposes themselves on us, then we have other options. Yes.